I think by now everybody and their mother already knows that there's a big conflict going on between India and Pakistan, and missiles were fired, shots, whatever, people were killed, some nasty stuff, and now there's a ceasefire. But there's an address by Prime Minister Modi, who I really like. I think he's a strong leader. I think Indians are very, very lucky to have a leader like that. He has lots of energy and is very determined. So let's look at this. Apologies for the translation. It's by Sky News, and I think that's an Australian news thing. And the comments are pretty nasty about that, but let's see.
And also on the 22nd of April in Pahalgam, there was the terrorists had shown a lot of terrorist action there. They have also given a lot to the country, and they were also quite, they were like innocent people who were just enjoying themselves and citizens. And they asked them what their religion was. And then
that's
in
how it
front
went
of their
down.
families,
If you're not Muslim, you were gonna get killed.
They were killed with so brutally.
Okay,
and this was
translator
a big
is really messing it up.
terrorist, and this was a very bad and a very cruel face of the terrorism. And also this has also broken the country. They try to break the country's basis. And for me, this is personally, on a personal level, this was a great pain for me and a big trouble for me.
Obviously.
And also after this terrorist
Listen to
attack,
Modi's voice when he addresses
the
those
whole
things
nation,
and talks. That's a
each and
powerful
every
man's
citizen,
voice.
and
I really
all the
like
public,
that.
every party, every political party, they were in one voice. They were raising their voice against the terrorism, and they wanted to do a big action against the terrorist. We also did for the terrorists. We just thought that we are going to make them shameless, and we also told our army of India that they can do whatever they wish, however they wish. And today, each and every terrorist and every organization who are terrorists, they know that our daughters and our sisters, that if they want to remove the sindoor from the foreheads of our daughters and our sisters, and what will be the consequences of it. Friends, the Operation Sindoor, this is not just a name. This is for the millions and millions of people of the nation, and these are the sentiments, playing with the sentiments of so many people. And Operation Sindoor is something that we did for justice.
So is Sindoor the kumkum you apply on the forehead, or what?
In the 6 May, late in the evening and morning of the 7th of May, the whole world saw this historical, and they saw that how this was changed into a result.
He reminds
from
me
us.
of my grandfather when
India's
he was
army
pissed off.
in Pakistan. They struck the terrorist hideouts and all on the training centers, and they struck severely. And the terrorists, they could not even imagine in their dreams that India will take such a big decision.
Yep.
But
he means the missiles fired, or what?
When the country has unity and has solidarity, and when it is full of sentiments of patriotism, and this happens on a national level, then
you can't take India down, I think.
Then you do take such decisions. and then you make the decisions, and then you
I like that.
make them see how we can make these decisions. In Pakistan, there are terrorist hideouts, and the Indians' missiles
I need
struck
to
them and they
start
attacked
talking
them,
like that more.
and the Indian drones attacked them.
It's
And
good.
all the organizations, the terrorist organizations, not only them, but we also broke their confidence in Bahawalpur and Muri, and in the areas like Murid ke, they were the terrorist hideouts there. They were in one way they were the local terrorist universities had done.
You know,
And
the
wherever in the world, if you
Indian-Pakistani
go and if you see
conflict is a big
the
joke.
big
I get
terrorist
it.
attacks
There's,
that have
you
happened,
know,
while
great history
whether there
behind
was
it and stuff. But
9/11,
I've lived
whether
in
it
India.
was
I've
in
met a lot of
London,
Pakistani guys,
to
and to me,
bombing that
they're
occurred in
pretty much
London
the
or
same.
in India.
They sound the same. They look the same. But they want to
Big
fight.
terrorist attacks that have happened, all of them, wherever there has been a connection, were with these terrorist hideouts. The terrorists, they just the terrorists removed the sindoor of our sisters. And India,
By the way, why the translation is so bad? It was streamed like 2 hours ago, so the translation
India
is made
attacked all the
live.
headquarters of these terrorists. And these attacks by India, there was more than 100. They were more than 100 terrorists were killed, and there were many masters of terrorists who were there
kill the
since the
terrorists.
last 20 or 30 years. They were like moving freely in Pakistan. They were just very independent there. And they were provoking against, conspiring against India. They were conspiracies. But India, in just one strike, they just got them. And friends, India, the action taken by India.
Well, he's calling India
Pakistan
Bharat. That's the ancient name, and
was
that's the original name,
was
I think.
damaged, and they were just
And
so amazed what has
that's cool.
happened.
I think they
And
want to
they
rename
just
it back
lost
to
their
Bharat.
confidence. And with this lack of confidence and this surprise, they did one more thing that they did. With the terrorists, they did not even take side with India against terrorism. Pakistan started attacking Pakistan.
What?
And then Pakistan, on our schools, on our colleges, even the temples,
Oh, I
even
gotta
gurdwaras and temples. And
I gotta pause here because everybody knows the meme about. I'm not gonna add it here, but in Pakistan, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a great soldier and defend Pakistan. Grape.
even the respected citizens' houses, they made them targets of violence. And Pakistan, they also made the hideouts of our army their targets. But there was Pakistan was themselves. They were people know now about Pakistan, and they know that how Pakistani drones and Pakistani missiles, they were just in front of India.
my.
They were like
He sprinkled
sticks.
some
They
salt
fell
on
down
me.
as sticks. And the air
Nice.
defense, the brave air defense of India, they just destroyed them in the air. And also Pakistan's preparation on the border, it was there. But in India, what India did was they just struck Pakistan on the chest. And Indian drones and Indian missiles.
सटीकता के साथ हमला किया।
They just attacked with great bravery and courage. And also the Pakistani air base was damaged,
पाकिस्तान को बहुत
and in which Pakistan was feeling proud of that, used to have pride on it.
दिनों में ही
In first 3 days, India,
पाकिस्तान को इतना तबाह कर दिया,
they destroyed Pakistan to that extent that they could not even imagine.
इसलिए
And for that reason,
भारत की आक्रामक कार्रवाई के बाद
that after this action of India,
रास्ते खोजने लगा।
this aggressive action of India, Pakistan was finding ways.
भर में
Pakistan was going around all over the world where they were asking many places what to do for help. And after they were properly taken over by India, then on 10th of May, Pakistan Army,
हमारे डीजीएमओ को
our DGMO contacted our DGMO, and up till that point,
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को
we were damaging the infrastructure of terrorism, and we had already damaged their infrastructure of the terrorists. We had killed all the terrorists.
It's hard to follow because I don't think the
Pakistan's,
translation makes too much
what
sense.
Pakistan had inside their heart, we just destroyed
But I really
all
wanted
those
to watch the
hideouts, and
video,
we
and
converted them into something that
There's
was
no better version. I
non-existent.
tried
And
to
from
look.
Pakistan, when Pakistan asked us, when it was said
उसकी ओर से
that they wanted to,
आगे कोई आतंकी
that
गतिविधि
that there will not be any other terrorist activity,
साहस नहीं दिखा,
and they will not be tolerated, and we will not tolerate it. And Pakistan also did take note of it. And I'm again saying, and I'm again reiterating,
पाकिस्तान के
we
और सैन्य ठिकानों पर
damaged and destroyed the terrorist hideouts, and we also India retaliated, and we only did this just for once. And in coming days,
हम पाकिस्तान के
we
हर
will
कदम को
each and every step taken by Pakistan, we will be looking into it, that what attitude Pakistan will have. And friends,
भारत की तीनों सेनाएं,
India's all the three armies,
एयरफोर्स,
our air force,
हमारी आर्मी
our army,
और हमारी नेवी,
and our navy,
हमारी बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स,
and our border security force, BSM,
भारत के अर्धसैनिक बल
and also India's forces, they are continuously
सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक
on alert, and also surgical strike
के बाद
and airstrike after airstrike. Now,
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर
Operation Sindoor,
आतंक के खिलाफ
it is against terrorism, and this is what India will be focusing on. And Operation Sindoor has always been
लड़ाई में
there, and there is a new line that we have drawn against terrorism, and this is
नॉर्मल तय
new normal that we have made.
पहला
Yeah, they're
First
gonna
one
get
was-
tougher and tougher, and that
आतंक की
This
हमला
was
हुआ
there was a terrorist attack on India, and if there's any other terrorist attack, we are going to retaliate, and we will from our own conditions, and we will respond on our own terms,
हर उस जगह जाकर
And-
कठोर कार्रवाई करेंगे
and we will go and do such a serious interrogation and action where these terrorists are coming from. And second,
कोई भी न्यूक्लियर
no nuclear blackmail will be accepted by India.
न्यूक्लियर ब्लैकमेल
The nuclear
yeah.
blackmail, we will and they are terrorist hideouts, and India will take decisions on this. And the third thing that India will do,
आतंक की सरपरस्त सरकार
we will also uh, we will also not tolerate any terrorist nation,
अलग
and
अलग नहीं
any
देखेंगे
and we will not see it separately from the terrorist and the terrorist
ऑपरेशन
nation.
सिंदूर के दौरान
And during Operation Sindoor,
दुनिया ने
the
The
whole
nuclear
world
blackmail is interesting
पाकिस्तान का वो
because
घिनौना सच
that's a
has seen
difficult topic, you
this
know.
very dangerous
Once
truth
the
about
first nuke
Pakistan.
flies, nowadays
That
it's not like World War II where you
were
have
there because Pakistan
have
was
to,
there
you
for
know,
the burial of these
work out those
terrorists.
nukes and develop them.
स्टेट
Countries already have hundreds of
टेररिज्म
them.
का
State-sponsored
ये
terrorism.
बहुत बड़ा सबूत है
This is a very big evidence
हम भारत
and proof. And in
और अपने
India
नागरिकों को
and all our citizens,
किसी भी खतरे से बचाने के लिए
we will make sure that we save our citizens, and we will be taking decisions and taking steps to make them safe.
युद्ध के
And
मैदान पर
friends,
हमने हर
that
बार
in the war field we have always
धूल चटाई है
defeated Pakistan, and also this time
सिंदूर ने
the Operation Sindoor
नया आयाम जोड़ा
has reached new dimensions.
और पहाड़ों में
We
He's that
in the
kind of
deserts
guy
and
that
also
when he
in the
says he's
mountains
gonna
we
do
have.
something
We have shown our
you know,
great
it's gonna happen.
capabilities.
He's not like a
And with it we have
न्यू एज
he's not like a
new
talker
age
only.
warfare. We have made ourselves stable on that as well. And during
Modi
this
is a good
operation,
guy.
हमारे मेड इन इंडिया हथियारों
Well, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Okay.
आज
Is
दुनिया
that
देख
it?
रही है
It's going on. No more
21वीं
translation.
सदी की एक बेहद
they are growing at
She's back.
पाकिस्तान की
I think
सरकार
I thought she was gonna get kicked out
जिस तरह
in the middle of it.
whatever they want
आतंकवाद
to.
को खाद पानी दे रहे हैं
Like they are
She was like pulled aside. Hey, you know, just try to improve your translation skills. Go back.
growing and giving fertilizer to the terrorists. So one day they will. Pakistan, this will finish Pakistan one day.
पाकिस्तान को अगर बचना
And,
है
and if Pakistan wants to save themselves, then they have to.
टेरर
It does
They
seem
have
like Pakistan is
to
really playing with
improve- they
fire
have
and
to
pushing it.
Finish and eradicate their terror sector.
But they're
There is no
also
other way.
getting
कोई रास्ता
what
There is
like
no
China
other way
support.
of peace.
भारत का मत
This is in India's interest. India's vision is very, very clear.
टेरर
Terror and talk,
एक साथ नहीं हो सकते
they can never be, they cannot work together.
और
Terror
ट्रेड
and trade
एक साथ नहीं
can never work together.
और
And
पानी और खून भी
water and blood
नहीं बह
cannot
मैं आज
be together. And today I want to.
समुदाय को
India is interesting because it's
I
so
will
peaceful,
also
but
tell the
obviously,
Vishra
like that's
community
an excellent display of
नीति रही
peaceful power.
that this has been our efforts.
अगर पाकिस्तान से बात
If
होगी
if we will have a dialogue with Pakistan,
ही होगी
that will
Pakistan.
be only on
अगर
terrorism.
पाकिस्तान से बात
If there will be a dialogue with
Great.
Pakistan, this will be about Pak occupied Kashmir and about that.
प्रिय देशवासियों
And my dear fellow countrymen, today is a very big day.
ने हमें
And our God, who is so wise and intelligent, has given a peace, has shown us a peace. This peace is also like a power that you get. And humanity
शांति और समृद्धि की तरफ बढ़े
goes towards prosperity and towards peace.
जी सके
And also Indian peace needs to be there.
Indian
And
peace.
so that
I
we
like
can always, the dream of a developed India, we can always fulfill it. And for this, it is very important for India to be very, very
आवश्यकता
strong.
पड़ने पर
And for our strength and power,
का इस्तेमाल भी
And
जरूरी
we will use this strength because that is also
है। और
important.
पिछले कुछ दिनों में
And the past few days,
भारत ने यही किया।
India has done this, used
एक
its
बार
strength.
फिर
I once again want to tell you
भारत की
again
सेना
that I want to say to India's army and all the forces, I want to salute them.
हम भारतवासी के हौसले
We will encourage our country fellow men's,
का शपथ
and also we will go together in solidarity, in integrity. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I accept it, and thank you very
भारत
much.
माता की जय।
Long
भारत
live
माता की जय।
India, Mother India. Long live Mother India. Long live Mother India. Long live Mother India.
Okay, that was great. But the translator was bad. Anyway, Modi is a great guy. I think India is in great hands, and a lot of people are supporting them in this, and they will, I think, without a doubt, come out on top in this, and hopefully it doesn't escalate into the, like he said, nuclear. The nuclear word is prohibit. Nuclear talks are prohibited. And anyway, looking forward to following this, hoping it's gonna end soon, and see what else there is. See you then. See you until then. Bye.